Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Chaos abounds today. I don't know what's going on. It's been a bit of a chaotic morning. Yes, and tervetuloa to my friend Eric in the chat. I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, but hello. I haven't studied Finnish in so long, and it's like in the dead of winter, so I feel like I should be getting into the mood for it. But yeah, you might hear in the background, I have my 3D printer going. I'm printing a wet palette for painting. You'd pronounce it like that. All right, cool beans. Yeah, so welcome in. I think today I'm gonna start. Well, the real main thing that I'm gonna do today is do another tarot card, illustrate another tarot card. I actually have, wet palettes are pretty nice. I've never tried one, but I've heard it seems like I keep hearing about them. And so, and it looks like it's a pretty straightforward thing to print. I found a file, it's like 3 different things. So yeah, I'm gonna try it out and see how it goes. Oh, Redgrass Games back in the day. Yep, I've heard about Redgrass. And I know that they're used by a lot of people that paint like miniatures, which makes sense. And I don't do a ton of traditional art like on a regular basis, but I love to play around. So I've got like a bucket of acrylic paint somewhere. And I feel like that might be a nice piece of kit to add. Yeah, mostly paint minis. That's amazing. I actually first heard of them through, and I don't know if you're familiar, Eric, but the Moco Made Twitch channel. I've been popping in there almost every day. Lots of people that do all kinds of different art. And it's run by 2 siblings, Derek and Devin. And they're fantastic. It's a great art community. Lots of people that paint minis, lots of people that game, all kinds of cool stuff. So I'll just pop it. If you ever want to lurk and get some chaos inject some chaos like straight into your eyeballs, it's great. I try to like work lurk with them, and it never works because there's so much chaos, but it's good chaos. So yeah, we're gonna do a tarot card, but first I have some things to price. I'm running into one of the shops that I'm in later today, and I figured I'm gonna probably go like right after I grab some lunch when I get off stream. So let's pop it over to disc view. Yeah, so I'll just price a little bit, chat a little bit. And yeah, so here are some things that I've made. The sun is really bright today, and there's a lot of snow, so it's like extremely bright out. I might see if I can close this shade a little bit. Hold on. It's a little too bad because I have sun catchers in my windows and they look amazing, but it doesn't really translate to on stream. So yeah, I've got some magnets. Oh, I guess this is a pile of magnets that I didn't put back. And then some other magnets, and then some stickers. This one is like the best seller. So gotta restock. And then this thing just because it's there. This is a little crochet Baby Yoda. Back when we first discovered Baby Yoda and we didn't know his name, I didn't do this. I actually traded it with somebody for, I don't know, like a tote bag or something. But so how's your day going? It's I saw that it's like 2 degrees here, which is actually pretty warm. I'm not usually good at my Celsius conversions from Fahrenheit, but in my browser I have a little thing that that converts it. It just shows up as Celsius. Have you been streaming a lot lately, playing some new games? I know you were playing Elden Ring, I think, way back. Just chilling and larking in Twitch while playing Final Fantasy. Nice. Yeah, I've never played it, but I've heard stories. A lot of people like Final Fantasy. Yeah, and once I did it come back to Twitch streaming? Yeah, I've been trying to stream pretty consistently. Ooh, Sekiro playthrough and some Final Fantasy stuff at the moment. Awesome. So good. Yeah, I've been trying to make streaming a more consistent part of my routine. And it's kind of, I really like it because I'm able to work on this tarot project, which we'll see in a bit. And that's really the only time, like, this is the only time that I work on the tarot card project. I don't really do anything with it outside of Twitch. So doing 2 days a week of streaming really helps me make progress on this, like, massive 78 cards. 78 card deck. And I just like the idea of like going on stream and like really being able to get stuff done. And so usually my starting your stream also in 50-ish minutes. Nice. Well, I need to remember to raid people after I'm done. And if you're still around, when I'm done streaming, you might see me pop in. And I will definitely try to throw a lurk your way at least. Even if I have to go out into the wild yonder. But Twitch has been a great place. I don't know, I've been like trying to like do the streaming thing for quite a while. But now I think I'm getting into the groove. I think it helps having like a specific focus and a specific project. But also, you know, finding more community. Community is the secret sauce. More than welcome as always. Well, thank you. And I'm just so happy that you stopped by. Like, feel free to lurk whenever you need to. Those are that. These are what did I? Okay. Like, I fully expect myself to just like price something wrong. Even though there isn't a whole lot to necessarily go wrong. But yeah, later today I'm going in. I have to drive probably 45 minutes. It's like 50 miles away to the shop that I have most of my stuff in. and I'm gonna do inventory, which is gonna suck. Just count, like, I'll have to count so many stickers, so many magnets, and then update, you know, my little tracking. Inventory is always nice. Oh, yes. Yes. I mean, it's a bit different when you're doing it for yourself. I don't know if it's better or worse, because, I mean, you kind of can put it off and all of that, and that's kind of, well, I mean, I was sick for a good portion of, like, post-holidays. I mean, I think, at least around here, everyone's been sick. So I'm now feeling up to the task of, like, driving over there and then counting all of the things. So at least there's that. And then once I get it done, I get it done. But... And, you know, this is always a weird time of year for, like, a handmade business, because you've got, like, taxes in the US. We have a particular form that we fill out, and it's complicated. So, yeah. I've done it myself the past 2 years. I'll probably still do it myself, but I would love in the future to not have to, like, hire someone to do it for me. But all in good time. All right. So those are done. These are done. I used to work in a warehouse many, many years ago. It's so weird to me that you need to do that yourself when your tax collector already knows how much you owe them. Yeah, like, I know that with, so we have state sales tax. So I sell my stuff in, like, 3 different states. Like, I'll go there and physically sell stuff. In Finland, doing your taxes takes at most, like, 30 minutes, which is amazing. But yeah, like, it's so complicated. And yeah, they do keep track. Like, the different state governments keep track of how much, like, I've sold. I don't really know how they do it, but, like, I've gotten notices before from a particular state, because I sell in 3 different states. Like, it's really, everything's kind of close here. Like, I can drive like a minute and I'm in a different state, which has its own completely different government. And then, like, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes, like, then, you know, I can be in another state. And so I sell in 3 states. All different rules, all different tax, like, stuff. Of course, my state, we don't have sales tax, so that's a bit easier. But yeah, like, most of the time you don't really need to do anything if nothing has changed in your income. Yeah, like, I wish. It would be so nice if it was that easy. And yeah, I actually have, well, I know someone that went over to Finland recently, and I was so excited because we went camping, and I didn't know her before, but I went camping with this group, and she was doing an art residency on an island off of Turku. And she had the best time. She did it in November, and she was like, I don't know, I said a couple words to her in Finnish, and she was like, oh my gosh, you know so much. And I'm like, I don't. Like, really, I don't. I've just been going through Duolingo. But she had an amazing time. And I know that, like, November especially can be a little hard because it gets real dark. But she was, like, by herself on this island studying, like, beetle galleries or something like that. And man, it looked like her work was really cool. But I was also jealous that she got to go. Someday it will happen. Dark and rain, pretty much. Yeah. 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 We're heading out of the darkness. Like, it's not as dark here, although, like, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we would get, like, it would be dark. My pop filter is being in the way. But yeah, she had the best time, and I'm so happy for her. All right, this is the last one. Yeah. Okay. Now I can just put that in. Neat. All right. So that's done. So now, oh, I probably could have left it on the desk view screen, actually. Now is like the delicate trying not to bump into my mic and stuff. But all right, I'll turn it back to ooh, the Slenderman has followed. I know who that is. Desk view. All right. So the way that I figure out what card I'm going to draw for each day is I have a tarot deck, the Weird Cat Tarot. It's my favorite. And I just draw a card. And if I have not drawn, or if I have not illustrated that card before, then I will go and illustrate that card. Usually I'll look up stuff about, like, okay, how, like, what's the meaning of that card? What is some symbolism? But the way that I'm doing my deck, it's like the working title is like Trash Friends Tarot. So each suit of the tarot deck has a different animal associated with it. I love drawing cats, but I'm challenging myself and I'm drawing different animals. So pentacles are raccoons. The swords are porcupines. Wands are skunks. And cups are possums. So why tarot cards specifically? I have really wanted to draw my own deck for a while. I really, like, there's something about tarot that it just is really kind of neat. I don't necessarily think of it as like divination as in like telling your future, but it's a really interesting reflection tool. And sometimes I'll just pull cards. Like, you know, one of the things I would love to do if I could, like, commit to it is like pull a spread every week and, you know, think on that. But it's just it's a really neat way to kind of reflect and to see things from a little bit of a different angle. And yeah, I've been into tarot since I was like a teenager, maybe even in middle school. So I just really love that. And of course, you know, the Weird Cat Tarot, it has cats, so I like cats. But it's got these like shiny edges. It's just such a cool deck. And, you know, something that's a bigger project, I also really like creating products. One of the things I've created recently is a coloring book. So I have a coloring book up on Amazon, but they have a really robust self-publishing platform. So that's one thing I really like. And so I just think, like, you know, other things that I could like publish, that I could create and, you know, like eventually sell, because I love getting paid to make art. I love making art. I also like money. All right. So, and I apologize in advance because I don't really have like my usual things set up to make this process go a little smoother. So I might be just like, what's going on? Ooh, okay. So we've got the Six of Swords. Is the card that we drew today. And then what I usually do, well, I'll like put these back so that I don't have to do 77 card pickup. And then I look it up in the book. I don't really have the same like intuitive knowledge of tarot that some other people do. So here's what it looks like. It's interesting, like the cat is looking into the trees. So that's interesting. This is gonna be a possum. Possums are not a possum, hedgehog or porcupine. I always get them mixed up. It's porcupine. All right. So not my forte either. Yeah. All right. So, okay. This is cool. The Six of Swords shows a hopeful release of baggage. You have realized that something is bad for you, so it's time to quit and move on. You are no longer willing to hold on to harmful routines. Though it may be scary to leave the cage, you know there are better things outside of it. Cool. All right, so swords are usually about emotions, and yeah, so it's and actually one thing that I've learned as going through this project is the tarot is really illustrating as a journey. So each suit, like all of the different cards, they're different steps in a journey, which I think is really cool. Not something I really knew about before. And this isn't the first swords card that I have done. I actually did the Nine of Swords maybe a couple weeks ago. And now I'm going to tarot meanings. Okay. There's a particular site that I use that seems really good, and I also really love the aesthetic. So let's see. So it's labyrinthos.co. And I will go, what is it? Six of Swords. All right. So this is, ooh, my 3D print is done. Ooh, yay. Chaos energy today. Lots of chaos. All right. So you'll hear it beep in a second. It does a little song at the end. There we go. Don't know if you could hear that, but yeah, so the upright keywords for the Six of Swords: moving on, departure, leaving behind, dissidence, accepting lessons. This is a really kind of a neat card. So the image in the Six of Swords, and this is like the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. And so I usually take this as inspiration to think of what I want to, like how I want to compose the card. And I don't really spend a whole lot of time thinking through what I'm going to do with the card. I end up just kind of drawing it out. But the image in the Six of Swords shows a woman and a child in a boat being rowed in the water to a land that is on the other side. We can gather from the images that the woman and the child are leaving something behind as their backs are faced towards us. The woman's head is covered with a cloak. Perhaps she is fleeing something and must go without others knowing her true identity. We can assume that because of this, she is undergoing great loss or sadness. The symbolism within the Six of Swords is that loss or change, as well as moving towards a future that looks more promising than the one we left behind. The Six of Swords alongside the boat symbolize the strong power of the rational mind compared to intuition and the heart. So upright Six of Swords, the meaning is that you're experiencing a transition of some kind, but not one that is happy and filled with regret. But one that is transition of some kind, but one that is not happy and filled with regret. Huh, interesting. This transition will most likely be the result of decisions you made in the past, and now they are forcing you to leave something behind in order to move forward. Despite your sadness, you need to remember that moving on is the ideal option for your future. So I'm kind of thinking through this, and I mean, I don't know that I will use the boat and the child imagery because it is like, you know, we're doing a porcupine, but maybe the porcupine can be like turned away. Maybe it's something that's kind of a similar imagery here where it's the cat is looking towards the forest, and the forest is, you know, those 6 trees that symbolize the swords. Yeah, I think I have some ideas on this. All right, now, whoopsie. I'll just put it on my face while I get this set up. Because I was rushing and doing a bunch of other stuff before. And then, oh yeah, this one. I have to set up my Procreate screen share. No, remind me later. Remind me later. Duplicate. All right. So, and I do these in black and white because these are actually, you know, studies. I don't, let's see. I am not good at multitasking. So I'm going to integrate color, I'm pretty sure, but this is just to get a sense of like the lighting, the composition, all of that good stuff. So screen capture. You can do this one. All right. All right, so this is one of the most recent cards that we did, the Page of Cups. And so it's a possum because possums are cups, and the cups are symbolized by trash cans. But I copied this. I'm just gonna clear everything out. It's kind of sad. Let's see. All right. I think, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, what did I do? Oh. All right. So I think I can just erase that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that layer is. All right. So, and then sometimes I'll pull up references of like, I'll pull up just a reference of porcupines. Images. Porcupines are kind of hard because like they look just like balls of spikes with a nose. And I want it to have a little bit of personality. Ooh, cute porcupines. Here we go. I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's a little baby. Okay, I have to show this. This one, it's a little baby. Like, open image in new tab. Look at that little guy. Look at that little friend. I think even, yeah. That might be my reference picture because it's adorable. Okay, so now I'm going to, Oh, my timer was already starting. How rude. Step. Now I'm going to prepare to go into sprint mode or, focused drawing mode. So the way I work is I do these 20-minute focused drawing sprints, and then I will come back um, after 20 minutes. Usually there's a little beep that happens, and you'll hear me talking again, maybe stretching. The further I go into these focused drawing sprints, like the more actually focused I get. So it's it's an interesting little process. But I will turn on spa time music, and then I will set the timer. So come back in 20. I was really getting into the drawing. Hey Gato, welcome in. How's your day going? So here's my little friend so far. I feel like this porcupine is looking slightly better than the first one that I did. It looks more like an animal and not just like a blob, spikes and eyes. So yeah, I'm doing the Six of Swords. I haven't actually put it in here yet, but yeah, working on a porcupine. A little porcupine friends. I feel like this one might go really quick. We might be able to um squeeze another one in. I'm not sure. The one thing that I'm kind of unsure about also is the wands. I kind of want them to have a more defined something. I don't know. I don't know. Undecided. And it doesn't mean that I have to go and do the I don't have to make it perfect. Perfection is not what we're after here. But I do really like I used a stucco brush on the background and really got that range of values in. Those dark darks and the light lights. Always good. Oh my goodness. I feel like this pop filter, you need to be like voted off the island. Because I don't even know if it helps and I just keep whacking it. Ugh, little stretch. I didn't bring. Oh. I didn't bring water, but my water is here. Like, just one sip left. Do that a little later. Before I go into the next sprint, I'm actually gonna get my wet palette piece off of the 3D printer. So yeah, I actually I'm printing I'm 3D printing a wet palette. So that's exciting. I don't do a whole lot of painting, but I figured that was a neat thing to mess around with. It actually just finished before I went into the drawing sprint. So I'm just gonna take that off and set up a quick print again. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this is one piece. Oh god, the raft is very thick. I probably can get away from printing rafts, but because I have a glass build plate that I installed. But dang. Ugh. This thing does not want to come off the raft. Oh, there we go. It looks good. Thank you. Thank you. I was saying, I think I might be able to squeeze in another because this is actually going pretty quickly. And these are just kind of sketches. Like the finished versions will be a whole other part of the process. Come on. This one corner is being a pain in my butt. Oh. Jeez. Oh. Almost got it all off. Oh well. All right. So, load file. Let's do the bottom, or maybe this is the top. I don't know. Move, center, start slicing, slice. Didn't know you'd be getting a 3D printing stream today. I didn't know you'd be getting a 3D printing stream today. Preview. Ooh, 2 hours. Nice. 2 hours exactly. That's pretty cool. Wet palette. I'm gonna say this is bottom. Piece 1. Okay. All right. And hopefully the 3D printer won't be too loud. Yeah, I've got like this little piece that's still stuck there, but I will figure that out later. Looks like I also have to clean out some of this. There's like holes that have been built into it that I think are for magnets. So we'll do that a little bit later. Ooh, you know, I have an idea. These could be, I mean, it's a little similar to what I did for the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords, I had the these are supposed to be porcupine spines dangling from tree branches, but you know, maybe it could be a little bit of like a wind chime type of situation. Like, let's do that. Let's make it like that. They could be like dangling from something. And I like kind of that symbolism of like you're leaving a situation where like things are on strings or something. I don't think it all has to make sense. But I can also write that into my interpretation guide. Like, yeah, it's these things. They're hanging from strings. Or whatever. Yeah. I think I can probably just work a little bit more on the shading. And we'll see. I might actually just this. Yeah, I think I'll do a sprint until I feel like I'm done. So maybe I'll just make it 10 minutes. Because I feel like I could definitely finish this in 10 minutes. And we'll see. Like, I say that a lot sometimes where it's like, oh, I could finish this in another sprint. And then I'm like, no, I'm not done yet. But All right. See you in whenever. Moko! Oh my gosh, hi! All right. All right. I'm not gonna set the timer. Hey, good morning, Mokos. One or both Sibos. Great to see you in. I'm working on a tarot card today. This is the Six of Swords. Set the timer, get to work. All right, I will. And it's only a 10-minute timer. So, but I like the format of like set a timer, get shit done. Come back and chat. All right. I need to set a lurk command, but you know, that things to come. All right, 10 minutes. 10 minutes on the clock. Let's go.
Ooh, I am like so almost done. So I'm just gonna work in some lighter quills. Oh yeah, we definitely have time to do another card. I think that, yeah, just like a little bit. Where's painting? Yeah. There. Fill out this little friendo's shape a little more. Yeah, something like that. I'm doing good. Today is a little bit chaotic. Let's see. Yeah, today's a little chaotic, but I'm here for that. Sometimes you need some chaos in your life, I'm sure. You know. Um but yeah, gonna go restock one of my retail spaces today. I did a little bit of yeah, very well aware of the need for chaos. Yeah, I'm gonna go restock one of my retail shops today. It's about a 45-minute drive away, but it's well overdue. But I'm gonna put my coloring books and a couple journals in there. So, January retail sales are wonky because we're not in holidays anymore, but we'll see how that goes. But also, one thing that I've been doing is I've been starting to teach classes, and that's been super fun. I actually reached out to a local art studio that offers tons and tons of classes. That's like basically their whole business model. And one of the things that I used to teach in my, or used to like train people on in my last job was actually how to deliver trainings and how to like teach people. So, it's funny because I'm doing laser cutting classes, and my contact at the makerspace is like, hey, would you be interested in teaching our subject matter experts how to teach, or how to like kind of um, be a little bit more holistic in their training? And I was like, heck yeah. So yeah, that's been burning up my brain. I've been um, putting together stuff. I'm probably going to try to write a little book that I'll publish on the Amazon platform, but that's a lot of work too. So, and I think that these streams will be a really good way. Like,
I mean, the tarot card project is awesome to have a little bit of time to devote to this on stream. And, you know, I'll probably do other projects too. It's nice to have these little bite-sized chunks of time to actually get something done. It's amazing. Yeah. Well, it's so interesting to like to go through a bunch of different, like, experiment with different business models, and then, you know, it's a journey to hone in on what really is exciting and within your skill set, and also that people will pay you money. Like, I like to get paid American dollars to do stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited about the possibility there, but also making art. So yeah, how are you guys doing? You got doggo cuddles? I will definitely you know, tune in when you guys are on, and probably drop a lurk, because I'll have to leave right after lunch, and then I'll probably be back in plenty of time to catch some of the rest of the stream. But packing some orders before you head to Devon's. Nice! I actually packed some orders before I went on stream. I was a little late, but I was like, oh, I gotta send out some orders. People are ordering bear stickers like crazy. And by like crazy, I mean 2 people. But that's okay. That's like crazy. They ordered a bunch of bear stickers. That's awesome. Well, now you've revealed your identity as Derek. So, hello, Derek. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. And yeah, it sounds like Kai is on the mend, and you're making good progress with your reno. So, I mean, I don't know if all is good in the world, but that is something. Tone this down a little bit. He doesn't need like a bright white little arm. Kai is doing so much better. So glad to hear that. It's such a it's so heart-wrenching when our furry friends not entirely healed yet, but back to herself. Yeah, I mean, and that's huge, because, you know, like, the rest of the healing is coming. But another little stretch. Oh, I didn't mention, I don't know if you caught it, but I'm actually making a 3D printed wet palette. Because I saw it, you know, on the stream, and I was like, I don't really do a lot of traditional art, but I like to mess around with stuff. So, 3D printing a wet palette. So you might hear the machine going back and forth. Like, I've just got a little, I think this is supposed to like hold a something in place. Maybe hold the paper. Yeah, I just saw it this morning, and I was like, well, let's just see if my 3D printer wants to work today. And it looks like it does. Dialed in the settings really nicely on it. I wasn't really running it hot enough. So that was actually causing a lot of problems. But now, like, it used to clunk a lot, and now it's like smooth sailing. It's great. But I'll let you guys know how it goes. Like this, I had a raft on it, and some part of the raft stuck, but I can just, that's a future project. And it probably won't take that long to take care of. So yeah, I mean, I have to finish the title on this, but I'll probably just copy it from another one that I had. But I think like 11:30, could start doing another card. And then let's just duplicate that because I want to. All right. So, yep, using the Weird Cat Tarot, and basically I shuffle and I draw a card, and that is the card, if I haven't done it already, that is the card that I will illustrate. This is gonna get harder the more cards that I do, but like that's a good problem to have, right? All right. That feels good. And now, 7 of Wands. All right. I don't think I've done this one either. Wait. Yeah, I've done the 8 of Wands. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, and I did a Swords one and a Wands one. And I also did a Swords one and a Wands one. Like, I think I did 2 in one day at one point earlier. So, Wands. So this interpretation of this card from the Weird Cat Tarot, the 7 of Wands represents an impending challenger. Once you have achieved success, there will always be someone coming for it. This could be someone gunning for your new job, a negative review, or a taunting bird that you just can't catch. Assess your situation and don't let it block you from continuing to success. Okay, so, and this is what the card looks like. This little cat with a twig in its mouth. Cute. And actually, yeah, the 8 of Wands is like you moved through that challenge and now it's like things are moving quickly. So, this is going to be skunks. So we get to do a skunk. Oh well. It's 7 of Wands. I usually keep the card out so that I can remind myself of what it is, but that's fine. All right. And then so now we're going to go to the website of that I use for more detailed interpretations, and go to Wands, and it is the 7 of... Wait, what the heck? Yeah, we're doing the 7 of Wands, and holy crap. Okay, so 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands. What the? Oh, 7 of... Why is that? I'm so confused. Why is that out of order? Okay, anyway. So the keywords are protectiveness, standing up for yourself, defending yourself, protecting territory. So that actually makes sense with the twig in the mouth. It's almost like I'm using this to defend myself. Might use that imagery. The 7 of Wands has an image of a man who is standing on a tall hill and being challenged by the opponents below. He seems to be defending this position and attacking in retaliation. It is interesting to note that the Rider-Waite depiction of the 7 of Wands, the man is not wearing matching shoes. Okay, that's interesting. This is linked to the symbolism of being on uneven ground or not having a stable footing in life. Okay. The 7 of Wands has a similar meaning to the 5 of Wands. Both cards indicate struggles after the initial fulfillment and satisfaction of an event. The 7 of Wands, however, is different, as it is about the struggle you need to go through to maintain your position rather than to attain it. This is about the difficulties we face to continue to have success. You should be ready for the competition to defend your title and to prove yourself. Others are going to desire the same results that you do, so you need to stay ahead of them. There will be challenges to the success of your project or venture from an outside source. You must remain dedicated to your desires with a clear purpose and effort, with a clear purpose and effort, you will overcome them. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's look for skunkies. Skunks. Not skunks as pets. Oh my gosh, this like rotund fellow. Open image in new tab. Oh, I guess. I mean, this guy holding a, let's see, can we zoom? Yeah. Not the most high res picture, but this guy holding a twig in his mouth and being like, fight me. I feel like that's it. If I was doing like I could just imagine like this scroll banner and just says fight me. And that's this card, but I'm not gonna I haven't put words on any of my other cards, so I'm not gonna start, but yeah, that's the vibe. It's like, hey, fight me. All right. So we'll do a full 20. And then I think after that, we may be able to do one like really short one, but you know, we'll be wrapping up after that. So, all right. Just gonna clear these layers out. No. What was that? Delete. Okay. No. 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 Okay. That's fine. Here we go. All right. 20 minutes on the clock. And go. Y'all, I'm drawing a skunk's butthole. I was like, oh, I'll do, the skunk with the stick in their mouth. And then I was like, well, if a skunk is defending itself, it's gonna spray you. So I pivoted mid-drawing. And oh, what a pivot it is. Yep. Skunk butthole. I might need to rearrange some of the wands or something, but like, and let's see if I can make them go down. Yeah, that'll be better. Yeah. Skunk butthole. I don't think it's actually that centered though. Maybe I'll have to edit the skunk butthole. But that's okay. I have to do like little bits of white and stuff around it too. Oof. Ooh, almost noon. Yeah. Well, I think instead, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'll show you my reference pictures. So, like, this is the one that I'm using the most. Open image in new tab. Like, skunk booty. But also, like, what is this? What is this? I might need to save this. Oh, actually, no. Image, new tab. I want that image. Like, this skunk is doing a handstand, and he's all spotted. I don't understand. But, like, that's an amazing picture. I was just doing, I was drawing, and, I was looking at the one. Let's see. Oh, yeah, right here. Skunk booty. And yeah, I didn't even click out of this page, but I just kept seeing the skunk that's, doing a handstand. Don't know. No idea. Don't know what's going on. But I figured that was a good one to have it defend itself. I don't know. I'll have to go back because I know it says that the 5 of Wands and the 7 of Wands are similar. But, I'm definitely going to share this because it's a skunk booty. Hilarious. But I'm thinking of doing a more kind of silhouetted view. Silhouetted view of the skunk ass. So, yeah. I mean, I've got to incorporate the white stripes and whatnot so that it is a proper and true fart kitten. But yeah, that shouldn't take, I don't think, too much time. But, and then I probably should extend that dark, like, ground so that the front legs are not just, like, floating up in space, but, And I don't understand why I didn't even think of that before, but I think I was just too wrapped up in the imagery from the other card. So yeah, it's gonna be skunk butt. So let's see. Maybe I could do a 10-minute one just to see if we can flesh this one out. Yeah, let's do a 10-minute. Probably should have started my rice cooker, but that's okay. Yeah, do a little 10-minute chunk, finish off this skunk booty, share it to all of the places, and then raid out. All right. So we're just going to get right on into it. Another little stretch. Another little stretch. And then let's go. Oh yeah. So almost done. I feel like this is like the same it's got like Iron Throne vibes. Actually, no. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think we can leave it there for the moment. Although now that I am here, I'm like super into it and I'm like, ooh, let's just outline the skunk booty. I mean, yeah, maybe like that. All right. Ugh. Let's find someone to raid. Let's see. Wonder if Eric is still online. And I have to remember how the raid work. How does raid work? Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it. Hmm. I'm so confused. No. Dear Streamlabs, how does one raid? Maybe I'll just go into Twitch. Maybe I'll go into Twitch. Stream manager? Oh, raid channel. Here we go. Yes! Okay, that's probably the easiest way to do the things. All right, we are going to raid Irak, our Finnish friend playing Final Fantasy Online. So, yeah, stick around if you want some nice video game goodness. Let's see. Start the raid. Yeah. So, yep, gonna send you on over to Irak. I like doing that. I like doing the Finnish R. I don't always do it right, but yeah. And then we will be back on Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel, probably same bat things that we're doing. But until then, find a way to have fun today and keep on making stuff. Someday I'll get a nice send off. But yeah, we're gonna go raid. Raid.